Hello, welcome back to Drive Beyond Horizons, episode 4. We're just going to pick right up where we left off last time. We stopped here at this garage up here, but we did not explore it yet, so we're going to go ahead and take a look inside. See if there's anything useful for us. If this truck will move at all. Pretty sure, yeah, I remember the parking brakes on all those, okay. And I think maybe we'll just leave that running for now. Not sure how those got out of the car, but not sure I need this one, but we'll hold on to it just in case. Does this need... Yeah, not the right one, but it'll work. And that is one rusty vehicle. Alright, let's see what we got here. Lots of tires. More tires. Tires. There's a truck tire, we'll take that. And let's see if we got any... Oh, what is that doing all the way out here? That's a weird spot for that. But we can use it as a spare, so we'll bring it. Alright, I will try and make this kind of quick, just so we're not spending so much time just running crap back and forth. Just got too many vehicles on this little train to be able to pull in here and still be able to pull out. Pull out. Anyways, let's see, are there any more of these that we want? What's that? That's a Mustang, but I think we've got both of those already. We'll grab this one. Try and keep those at least a little bit organized. Alright, let's see if there's anything in the garage. No. That's disappointing. Alright, well, I guess let me see if I can find a crate. Maybe is there one around here? I wonder if... What is that? A shifter. Actually, that looks like a fog light or something. Does it go to the Pontiac? No. There we go, right there. One more part towards completion. Now, what was that? Ah, yes, that's right. I was trying to see if stuff will physics lock onto a pallet. Because if it does, I can just throw it on there and carry it. Somehow I doubt it does. Nope, it certainly does not. That's disappointing. Yeah, screen. Not quite sure what that's for, but we'll just drop that back there for now. And I suppose I'll drop the night vision goggles since those seem to script the graphics. Alright, let's grab some stuff. And we'll clean up all these cars real quick. Perhaps it will be satisfying to do. First, let's give this truck a scrub. Who knows, maybe it'll move faster without all this rust on it. Alright. And then the tailgate. And the bumper that doesn't belong. Get the lights. Oh, let's get this roll bar. Clean up this front bumper. See how many brushes we can go through scrubbing all this stuff. Alright, and this door. Get the mirror. And we'll get the lights. Gotta remember and keep your lights clean, otherwise you can't see anything. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Alright, next. Scrub up the Mustang. Alright. I apologize if this is boring. Not boring for me. I kind of enjoy doing this kind of stuff. It's nice and relaxing. And that's, I suppose that's part of why I'm doing the videos with this game and how it is. Because I like watching this kind of stuff. And I have no idea what other people are going to watch, so we'll just roll with it. Get these seats cleaned up. I just want to get this stuff as clean as possible now, and that way, hopefully it'll be less to worry about later. Just get as much of this stuff scrubbed down as possible. There we go. It doesn't look like it's attached for some reason. Anyways. Wonder what color this is. Purple. Scrub, 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 scrubby, scrub. I think this one vehicle had accumulated all of the rust in the desert. Sometimes it can be a little difficult getting all these little lights and stuff clean, but perhaps it'll be worth it in the end, right? I mean, going through the trouble of collecting all these cars, might as well keep them looking nice. It looks like we're going to be here all day. maybe maybe I will have to just cut this out. We'll see. Or maybe I'll leave it this time, and if anyone who watches it doesn't really like it, we'll go with something different. Anyways, we're just about done scrubbing all this stuff up, and then we'll be good to go. And of course, right when it's too dark. Alright, I think we got about everything scrubbed. In which case, we will stash these extra tools, scrub some windshields off. That nice, shiny, clean sound when it happens. Alright, let's go grab a few more cleaning implements. Oh, nope, no, there we go. See if there's any paints here we want. I have to get some food soon. What is that? Metallic white. Not seeing anything too interesting here. Grab a couple more of these brushes. Then we'll drop these off and head on to the next place. Did I get... No, I did not finish the windows. Let's go ahead and finish those up real quick. And might actually polish the vehicles while I can, because that'll keep them from rusting quite as quick. At least the body panels. That makes them nice and shiny too. There we go, now it matches better. Just needed a good polish. Alright, guess I'm gonna have to go grab more brushes. But this will hopefully reduce the workload later, because it'll keep the vehicle from getting super nasty super quick. Oh, I am thirsty. It would be nice to drink some water. There we go. Anything over here? Nope. Alright. We'll go out here, finish up this scrubbing and polishing, and then move on to the next stop. All nice and shiny. Get this door. Okie dokie. There we go, and that's almost gone, so we'll just get rid of that. Then we'll put these in here. And continue on. See if we're gonna have to ditch this truck or not for acting wonky. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of concerned about going downhill with this train. Because they tend to bind up the second you start to slow down. And then when they bind up too much, the physics decides to consume itself, Ouroboros style, and your vehicle in the world ends. Alright, I see a big tree up here. Man, why is this thing not It's just as fast as we're gonna go. I'm not dragging any tires. Maybe it's just how wonky this truck is. Weird, it wasn't wanting to shift. I had to tell it to shift manually before it started shifting. Okay, let's see if we can not freak out the cars too much. That's gonna be a task getting down from there, but anyways. Alright, I'm gonna need to find some food. I did have some somewhere, didn't I? Yeah. I still got that big old wiener to eat. There we go. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Not as filling as I had hoped, but we'll go with it. I'm tempted to unhook the truck and bring it over here just to pick up all these tires, but I should not be keeping all of the tires. Simply because weight is supposed to have a difference. So let's see what we got in here first, if anything. 2 Dadas. That's uninspiring. Let's see if there's anything down here. If not, perhaps we'll have to leave this truck behind. I see a gray spot down there on the right. That might be something. And I suppose we could bring a... No, I don't want to bring a Dada with us. Oh, what do I do? Got some nice paints in here. We'll grab. What is that rumbling sound? I don't remember that sound being here in these places. There we go, another orange underglow. Not that we really need it, but why not? And, oh, that should be the last one. I guess I'm going to have to paint one of these vehicles orange. Alright, anyways. What am I going to do with this? That is a chrome black. We want that. I don't think I really want either of these Dadas, though. Suppose I'll grab this spare pedal. There we go. Okay, so you know what? Let's grab some tires. We'll go down to the next stop. If the truck's still giving us issues, then we'll ditch it there. But I really don't want to ditch it unless I absolutely have to. Even though it is being quite disagreeable as far as driving and towing. I mean, I suppose I am trying to tow 2 large cars with a little 4-cylinder. Can't expect too much out of it. I suppose I could hook the Mustang up to the front again and try that, perhaps. Another spare. Oh, here we go. We got a couple truck tires. Looks like one more wheel, and there may be enough for a truck. Although if we find a truck, it may very well have a wheel on it or with it. So let's get this up here. We'll just tilt that. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but we'll see what happens. What else do we got? Some doors, more tires. Shifting lever, tires. Soda. There we go. An unnamed can of food. It's like SpaghettiOs. That'll do. See, is there anything else here that I want? I don't believe so. Water, petrol. We'll top this oil up. Bring that with us just in case. Never hurts to have some spare oil. And then we'll get a move on. So we stop burning time. Okay, so off. Yes. Off. All right. Got everything we need. Everything's polished. Where do I want to put these spray cans? Let's put them in the back of the turbos. Turbo. Perfect place for them. There we go. Let's close that. That's not quite what I was going for, but we'll there we go. That's better. All right, let's move on. Okay, got our truck tires. Yeah, okay. With the shiny train. Alright. This is fairly steep, so I'm thinking we might just kind of cruise here and see what happens. Just gonna let it idle. Okay, maybe I'll give it some gas. It's going awfully slow. This diesel 4-cylinder is really struggling to pull all this stuff. I suppose it probably doesn't help that I've got a ton of tires and a barrel full of diesel and a whole bunch of other crap loaded in these cars. But I really want to have these tires and wheels if I do manage to find the big flatbed, because having the right tires and wheels on that makes a huge difference, just because of the size difference between the next largest tire, which would probably be the 4-wheel drive van tire, I assume. Man, this thing just does not want to move. Maybe I ought to try towing it with the Mustang again. We'll check at this next stop. If there is a next stop. So I'm just going to keep cruising along here. There may be a cut. We will see. Yeah, I do not know what is up with this engine. I mean, maybe that radiator is just too small for it. Or perhaps it's just too much weight. That's something they need in this game. They need road scales like they use for the large semi-trucks. So you can stop and weigh your load. Okay, this is just, seems to have gone into manual mode. And I'm having to manually shift. Transmission's in automatic. Perhaps it's because I accidentally bumped one of the shifting buttons earlier. Okay, seems to be going a little bit better now that I know that I have to manually shift this thing. Maybe. I think maybe it's, I'm manually shifting it up and it is just downshifting on its own again. And I see nothing but a large hill. It looks like there might be something on the left up there. I think I just saw something fall out of the sky. Yeah, it looks like the jackass just keeps downshifting on his own. And now we are just going incredibly slow. Let's shut this off. Try starting it up again. Okay, there's one shift. Second gear. And maybe I should put these big truck tires on this thing and see if it works. Yeah, it just seems to be stuck at this point where it's revving out but not getting quite enough speed to shift up again. So we'll cruise up here and see if there was indeed something falling out of the sky and reassess this truck situation. I see a vehicle up here. Okay. We'll pull off up here and see what happens. There we go. Is that the little Golf hatchback? It is. Does it have a motor? See some parts laying around. Let's hop out and take a look. No motor. That's a shame. But, well, no. Well, now we know that these are the OEM wheels for that. Question is, do we want to drop the truck or not? Or do we want to try towing the truck with the Mustang again? You know what? This is pretty much all set up and ready. Let's just, I guess let's try towing the truck with the Mustang. No, what? That's not how that's supposed to work. Alright. Now we'll hook that up and take these front wheels off. Maybe this will work a little better. Do we want to bring this? It's kind of cool, but no. No, I need to lay off of bringing extra vehicles until I find that truck, I think. So I think that's a Golf wheel. And That is a golf wheel. Okay. Gotta get some front tires back on the goat here. Alrighty. Now, is there anything else here we want? What is this? Floor mat. Oh, we got a pedal here. Let's go ahead and make sure we don't need... Nope, we're good there. We have all our... Okay, we'll stick that there for now. Alright, now let's take one more quick look around. See if there's anything else we want. And it's got a lot of the body panels. That's tempting. No, I must... exercise restraint here. Okay, it looks like the Mustang is having a bit easier time. Set twin turbo V8. Are we dragging anything? No. And no. Still struggling a little, but we're definitely getting better speed. Fortunately, I don't believe I have any headlights on this yet. Oh yeah, I hear those turbos sucking. Sucking in a good way. Alright, here's the test. This thing has more speed than the little diesel truck, but does it have enough torque to pull up the hill? Because it's definitely faster, but it might struggle more trying to go up the hill. Although this one isn't quite as steep as the previous hill, so we'll see. And then we'll just cruise on to the next stop. I feel like I haven't really accomplished much this trip other than shuffling some things around. I mean, we did find the wheels, more wheels for the big truck, if we can find the big truck. And then if we find the big truck, we're also going to need to find the large diesel engine for it. It might be able to perform alright with this twin turbo V8 in it, but definitely not going to have the torque it needs. Let's see, looks like we got a tavern up here. Yeah, okay. Stop screaming. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to start coasting now so I can actually stop in time. Because I'm pretty sure this Mustang doesn't really have the... oh, we got zombies. That's not good. We're gonna have to stop out here because zombies like to knock stuff off of your vehicle. We'll just hit the E-brake and hop out. Shoot some zombies. Yeah, that's the first time we've seen zombies, I think, isn't it? Or have we seen them before? I am unsure. My aim is certainly terrible. Ooh, we got a Mustang here. Nice. It looks like a lot of parts. That is awesome. We got zombies inside. I know. No. I don't want to risk blowing anything up with the rocket launcher. Whack-a-mole. Is that all of them? Can I go inside? Okay, I really should get some food and drink in me. Actually, what I think I will do is we will set this there, and we will fill this up. Is that... okay, that is not a beer. Oops. I guess we won't quite be filling it up, will we? We don't want the alcohol anyways. That makes it too difficult to drive. And we won't bring too much stuff, because I'm sure we'll find more on the road, but we'll bring enough to snack on, just in case of emergencies. Oh, look what's on tap today. Your favorite. The Golden Lager. Alright. Grab our box of goodies. Stick these up on this roof rack here, and then we'll pull a bit closer so we can have a bit easier time loading stuff in here, since there is a Mustang in there. We're at 18, but each wheel counts as 2, so that's 8 extra parts, so really we're at 24, I suppose, or 26, because I obviously can't math. Oh, I hope I don't hit a landmine over here. I know I've seen them back here before. Alright. Hop on out and take a look. Let's see what we got over here for this Mustang. We got some wheels. And if we find enough OEM wheels, we'll just roll with those instead of the funky mismatched stuff. So it looks like we'll have enough to roll with them. So once these tires wear out, we'll swap over to some OEM tires. But no point in swapping over yet until we wear out the tires we're already using. Man, there are a lot of wheels here. This random seed's smoking some crack, I guess. Not that I'm gonna complain. No, I just want the light. Just give me... No. Rude. Gimme. I just want the bulb. There we go. Now what else? Do we need a... Yes, we do need a trunk lid. Beautiful. What else do we got? How many parts is that? 12. We do need a driver's door. And a mirror. Nice. What do we got? We still got 10 parts. Don't... Okay, do we have our taillights? I think we've got both taillights. Yeah? Yeah. But, I'll just pull that off of here so I can try and kind of keep count of... Be difficult finding where all the... Oh, we got a OEM pedal. I think I'm just going to carry this. They tend to get lost quite easily. Now, where is that for? Is that the clutch, or... Yeah, we'll use it for the clutch. Then we'll just... Oh, I don't know. Put this somewhere. I guess just in the back of the truck. Headlight. Let's see, we'll put that on the... Oh, that's not a headlight, of course. That's a light for the roll bar. We'll grab our trunk lid. Nice. Actually, you know what? Let's clean it up while we're at it. And clean up this door. And we'll clean up the mirror a bit. And heck, let's scrub these wheels while we're at it. And we'll put some shiny wheels on this baby too. Yeah, those are very worn, so those are getting close to being broken anyhow. Okay, let's get this out of here. We'll stick this up here with our other liquid. And we'll grab this engine oil as well. Maybe. Alright, let's just stick this up here. Sorry if I've been kind of quiet. I just tend to get kind of focused on this stuff, and I suppose I've got to get used to talking more while I'm doing this, making it a more entertaining experience for everyone involved. There we go. Got those polished up. Let's give that a quick scrub. There we go. Got that wore down. Now, that is... yeah, that is the door. I'm just not used to where the thing's been relocated to. Why can I not get that out of there? No? Man. Everything's being a hassle right now. That one was almost toast anyways. Can I get this one out? No? Are the brushes blocking it? Or is it just... there we go. Get this stuff all polished up. Listen to that nice sound. Alright, that should be good enough for now. Drop that back in there, put that back on. Did we polish that? Ooh, that is very shiny now. Nice. Okay. Let's just go ahead and put these on, because those other wheels are very worn anyways, so. And maybe this will drive better with the OEM wheels. Can always hope so. Drop that over there. Pick up this other one. Then we've got plenty for a full set later also. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And also, if this looks too laggy, I can drop the resolution back down. It was below my native resolution, so I bumped it up. But if it's causing issues with this being worth watching, then obviously I will change it hastily. Okay, one more. Nope, that's one we took off. Alright, let's go back over here, because I don't think we were quite done taking a look around yet. That's rear glass. I've got rear glass, don't I? Yeah, I need front glass. Ooh, instrument panel. That is definitely something we need. I would really like to find another trampoline so I can actually get on the roof of these places. Can't remember if I have the OEM shifter or not for that, so we'll just drop that over there just in case. I'm not sure if one of the... do I have the OEM steering wheel for this? It's not that. Maybe it's this one? Nope, not that one either. Okie dokie. Let's see what else we got. That's stereo. This is an OEM stereo for that, so I think I've already got one in there, but we shall see. Take another drink. Empty the bladder. Let's see. Front for the Pontiac. And I keep seeing these, ooh, there's an engine. I keep seeing these look like sun visors, but I'm not sure what they go to. They don't seem to go to the Pontiac or the truck. I'm pretty sure they don't go to the Mustang either, do they? I can't even see inside enough. No? I have no idea what those are for. what motor is this? That is another V8. But question is, I don't know if that's the Mustang V8 or the other one. Let's take a look. The Mustang V8 has the oval air filter cover. This has the round one, so I believe this might be the engine for the Pontiac. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That is a great find, actually. We've already got a cluster for the Mustang. And I don't know, do we have a, I think we, no. So we'll pop that in there. Now how are we doing? 32 of 48, nice. We're almost there. Also need to keep a lookout for the interior door panels for vehicles. Those can be difficult to find. Okay, that's a factory shifter. Okay, just take one more quick look over here. Because we got some lights. And that front Pontiac bumper has a license plate on it, so we'll see if I need that also. I do. Now, okay, so that's a Pontiac headlight. Sometimes it's hard to tell when they're entirely rusted out. Any other lights on there, or just the... Nope, don't see anything. Anything else around? We'll run around the back real quick. Try and avoid mines. I know I drove past here, but to be honest, I wasn't paying much attention if there's anything worthwhile on the ground. Alright, we'll, oh, that's interesting. Something in the way, maybe? There we go. Alright. Let's top up on food and water real quick, and then we'll head on to the next stop. Although this is starting to get a bit long, so perhaps we'll go to the next stop, and if it looks interesting, we'll pause there and see where we go from that. Alright, we'll just take a little leaky here. For some reason that can's following me around, so that's interesting. Let's see. Let's go ahead and fill up the oil and water on this just to be sure. We want to get maximum performance out of this thing because we are hauling a lot of stuff with it right now. Close that, open that, top that up. And if this seems like it's too easy, I can always increase the rate that vehicles use gas, water, oil, all of that. Tire wear, I don't think I'll change tire wear, to be honest. That's already, well, actually, with the amount of tires I'm finding, maybe I will. We'll see. Let's go ahead and, oh, that's starting to look nice. Where did I put that black paint? Put it back here. Is that it? That's it. Let's, see if we can get some of these other pieces to match. Seems to be the farther off the color is from what you're trying to turn it into, the more paint it takes. Put that back in there. Close that up. There we go. And then we'll scrub and polish this just to since we went through the trouble. We'll go ahead and scrub all of this. Oh. Well, we'll use one more brush. Nope. Need to stop doing that. Alright. Good, good, good. Make sure and get these lights. If they get too dirty, they do not produce much light, unfortunately. Just about ready. Just get the rest of this rust off of here. All right. Let's just go ahead and we'll go ahead and get out of here. Deal with the rest later. And of course, we leave right when it gets dark. Oh, we are going the wrong way. Alright, don't want to get too bouncy. Hopefully this handles a bit better with the OEM tires and wheels on here. So yeah, we've actually found a few parts that we need. We found the engine for the Pontiac. We found a bunch of tires and wheels, both for the Mustang and for the big truck if we ever do get lucky enough to find it. We found some more parts for the Mustang, so we're getting close to completing that as well. Keep cruising on. Hope to find a truck here. This is definitely starting to get a bit towards the longer end, so I may end up having to cut some stuff out, but we'll see. Okay, car, relax. It does sound nice, though. Alright, looks like we might have an outhouse up here. I could use it to duplicate something for the Mustang, maybe a light. We're still good on turbos, so... I can't tell if that's another stop up the road. No, just... Oh, we got something. Looks like a vehicle on the left up there. I've noticed how these interior lights like to turn on and just stay on. And it's drawing power from the batteries, so I think we need to either leave the car running or find... How am I supposed to get that out of there? Game. Ow. You're making things difficult for me, game. Oh, there it is. No, not the seat. I was hoping that tilting the car... Oh, here we go. Can I get it from through the front? No. It's got to come off, doesn't it? Let's take the seat out and see if we can get to it. No, that's the other seat. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to leave the car running so the battery doesn't go dead from the interior light. Alright, let's see what we got here. Window. Seat. What is that seat for? That looks like it's probably for... not the truck. Okay, so that is the proper seat for that. Okay, let's, I guess let's copy this headlight and then we'll head on. Oh, dump. Oh, get in there. And you don't go to this, do you? No. Alright, now we've got 2 lights. Alright, you know what? Let's go to one more stop because this has been a pretty uneventful trip so far. And I'd like to at least find something cool. Although I suppose if we don't find anything over this ridge, we'll just park and wait until next time. We can shift up the car. What do we got? Looks like a van and a bunch of zombies, so thinking maybe we're not going to stop here because I can't do much with the van right now anyways. There's no way I could tow it with this. And quite a few parts there too. That's too bad. Okay, let's hope this hill doesn't slow me down too much that the zombies catch up. I have no idea how long they chase you for. Okay, looks like this thing can make it up to the top of this hill. And that radiator looks way too small for this. I'm gonna have to check and make sure. Although I haven't had problems with overheating, so maybe it is fine. Alright, we'll roll over this hill. Hopefully we'll see something. Please. Would be nice. Just, you know, a garage or, you know, I don't know if we've even seen a hotel yet. No, we get a billboard. Wonderful. Almost wondering if this seed does not contain hotels or something. You know, I'm not sure I want to stop at that billboard. It might have stuff I need, but at the same time, it's not very promising. It's still rendering stuff in though, so I suppose there could be a vehicle there that just hasn't shown up yet. Yeah, let's just keep going. Don't look back. Nice looking cars. That Pontiac could definitely use a paint job though. Oh, we got a speed bump here. Let's see if we can't just go around that. I'm no idea what that'll do to towed vehicles, so. Alright, we got a green building up here. Sorry, had a bit of a phone call there. All good now. Alright, looks like we've got a gas station up here. so I think this is where we'll stop. Game does seem to be starting to get a bit laggy as well, but it's early access, so I would expect it to have some sort of optimization issues. Alright, let's pull off here. No, I won't pull in there. If I need to get gas, I'll just put it in a container and take it to the car. What do we got there? A Triclops. That damn light. I really want to... I really want to take that light off because it's going to kill my battery. I guess we'll just take the battery out for now. Let's take a peek. Quick gander. Don't want to spend too much time at this spot if it doesn't have anything useful. Drink some water. Make a tinkle. Not really seeing anything out back either. Just this Triclops with not many parts. Let's we'll grab a quick snack here. Just kind of get everything ready. Oh, that's a spare Mustang wheel. We'll grab that. Get everything kind of sorted out here. And then on the next one, we will be ready to just take off at the start. I suppose we'll grab that. All right. So this has been a long, randomly eventful and uneventful episode. So we'll go ahead and just call it here and pick up right here next time. Thanks for watching. See you later.